weeks actually. I did 50K to making over $486,000 profit, and I in this month right now.
So these are my pride and joys. Come on in, let's go. Let's get up close. So Zoe, my main girl.
I know my capabilities, you know?
Right.
So you don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money, but you need a lot of skill to make a lot of money. That's like the biggest thing. So at the end of the day, like, it's skill-based. People that pretty much make excuses that they don't have capital and that kind of stuff, right? You can always apply the skill better, you know what I'm saying? Like, showing a different kind of edge inside of marketing and everything else can actually make you a different competitor inside of marketing.
And how do you stay like motivated, you know, like being that you've been so successful at it, like how do you stay motivated even at the high level that you're at now to keep moving forward and keep going?
It's always a nigga that's doing more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can see it. Like
For one, we live in Miami.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go down the street, you're seeing the motivation everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So like living in Miami alone is a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? If the same nigga was in, let's say, North Dakota,
right,
you're not really motivated by tractors and trailers. You know?
Right.
In Miami,
you're seeing in the city, yeah.
Yeah. But for me, it's kind of like, I mean, I have friends that pretty much make like $1 million a week type shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're way younger than me and that kind of thing. You know?
Right.
But at the same time, like, it's based on like how they want to live inside the future and that kind of thing. With me, like, I mean, I'm pretty content with where I'm at. I could easily just pump up a level and everything else, like if it came down to it, yes. But at the same time, like, I think it's the fact that, I mean, if you're a person that pretty much only chases money, then you're gonna chase money for the rest of your life.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. Like, there's a limited amount of money that you can actually make, so you gotta come to a point in your life that what you're making is cool. Like, I'm vibing, I'm chilling. Like, it's not like a
not pressed for the money.
Yeah, it's not a necessity to wanna chase or full pressure every single fucking day. Like, it comes to a point that you just wanna vibe out and chill. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking on that, since you got to a space and you actually went through lessons and losses, that's no longer losses because it's a lesson. Mm-hmm. What is one thing that you wish you would have known in the beginning when you first began your career?
I wish that I would have known. Personally, I wouldn't change anything because I feel like I went a great route.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the route that I went, it built a nice foundation. It pretty much built character. It built resilience. It built all those things that pretty much got me to where I am today. And also, I'm able to deal with all the negative shit that happens within like my entire journey because of me building up a foundation. The traders nowadays, like, they're a bit more soft.
Right.
So, you know, they quit after.
And it seems like no matter how over or a little under, the direction and the destination would have been the same.
Yeah. Like, so with me, like, I believe that if I changed anything, it would have changed everything. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have changed anything. So like, what I knew back then was the perfect amount.
They got fresh grass, everything's growing nice and green. Want to do another. Yeah, so this is my little baby.
I mean, like, whenever a person says that they're built for that kind of stuff, like, all I say is, I hear you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
I see people that pretty much, you know, I mean, talking is talking, bro. Like, anybody can say words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell me anything about you wanted this and wanted that, and they're like, are you gonna actually show them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if a person says that they have the determination, that kind of stuff, like, I hear you. But it says nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's like something that you gotta pretty much showcase.
Right.
Trading is like definitely like probably one of the hardest skill sets to actually gain and get actually good at.
Right.
So if a person actually achieves that, then they're gonna be great. But if a person doesn't have any kind of knowledge, I'll probably just say, yo, like, first things first, here goes the resources. Let me know how it goes. Because if a person that pretty much has no kind of knowledge and that kind of stuff, and then they get the resources, a lot of people, they probably take down the resources and never do it. So for me, like I listen to a lot of people, but I don't really expect much out of them based on them looking at the information and realizing that it's not as easy as it looks. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit to learn.
So how do you save money on fees? Like, and also how do you save money on income tax, like on taxes, like what you dealing with?
I mean, I got like 7 goats over here.
Right, 7 goats. So animals on the land.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Because this is a actual property itself, so having a certain amount of livestock. It saves fees on like property taxes and that kind of stuff as well.
Definitely.
But the biggest thing is you gotta pretty much understand how to work the system. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like invest in like in things that could actually make you money each and every single month. But also it's open on taxes as well, like, as far as like it's able to get written up. Like my G-Wagon outside is cost $250. I can write off the entire thing.
Right.
So that's $250 being saved on taxes as well. And also I have like 21 18 wheelers. You know what I'm saying? That's also a write-off as well. For one, it's over a certain amount of weight, and every single truck can actually be considered as a deduction and that kind of shit. So things of that nature, how your business is actually separated or like, let's say, set up overall, like the entire structure itself, like that also determines how you're going to be taxed as well.
Right.
If it's like an S corp or C corp, an LLC, like all those things back. But at the same time, let's try to actually find a good attorney that can pretty much structure your companies so you could actually benefit from, tax at the end of the day. So like, it's a complex process, but at the same time, like it's worth in the market. Yeah.
Right now we got transformation of the decade. They calling you the chart veteran.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
So you put in a lot of work for a lot of years. You've been humble about it, but you definitely let them know that you started no business. So how is that feeling right now, being called the chart veteran and just putting in the work, actually the years to match, the stats to match?
I mean, it's that like just like my stats is one thing, but also like I have a lot of students that kill also around the world,
right?
Around the entire world. I feel like the amount of people that I've impacted. It's well over, damn. I can't even give you an amount. Probably people that I probably taught, over 30, 40,000 probably impacted.
Yeah, because you teach for like 4 or 5 years before you...
I did seminars in person for like 5 years straight. It was like around probably 2 classes, 5 days a week. So it was like around, I think I was teaching like around 50 hours a week when I was teaching, all around the world, Australia, all over the US, Canada. Yeah, man, like I was bouncing around for a little while. Yeah.
So, we got Wall Street Academy, Forever and Profit, but be advised, he just dropped a new book.
Yeah,
Trading for fucking idiots.
Yeah, this right here was this notebook for my body classes and that kind of stuff. The seminars, I just dropped the it's like an educational book for trading. So people that pretty much you have, let's say, trading with dummies, right? Trading for dummies.
Right.
Mine's called Trading for Fucking Idiots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That was I liked that phrase. That was cool.
But also like it's a bit more catchy. It incorporates a lot of it, like my knowledge inside of the book as well. So like it comes off a little bit different because at the end of the day, some can trade and some can teach. I think I'm very, very efficient with both those things.
Right.
So at the same time, like the book itself, there's a lot of graphics. I post like a lot of charts inside there as well. So like people can actually see how like I'm putting together
these stuff.
These things, because I think the biggest thing that people don't really understand is that like trading is an art.
Right.
And if you don't learn it correctly, then you'll never understand the true meaning of trading. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a certain way on how a person has to like understand or like comprehend the information to kind of like have the best results out of it.
Right.
And I'm very, very good at like breaking down a certain topic or breaking down a certain subject to actually make it get absorbed very, very easily, So the book itself is broken down in those chapters, psychology, technical analysis, chart work, fundamentals, like all kinds of shit and everything else. But at the same time, like the book right now is sold out. Sold out in like about 4 days. But next batch is coming up like next week. You know what I'm saying?
We sold out, but we're coming right back.
And it's dropping in Spanish in June. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to hit that market as well because I have a huge following in South America at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And the merch, again, I gotta remind y'all one more time, he got the trader socks, Forever and Profit, all the t-shirts, all the merch. Y'all tap into the hats.
Yeah, the hats is one thing, but also like t-shirts. So this right here is like the white essential tee as well. Like it's very, very like top-notch quality and that kind of stuff. But also like I think like as like an entrepreneur, like I'm close like the least thing that I fucking even care about most of the time. And I'm saying I can turn up, but at the same time, like my everyday and that kind of stuff is very, very chill.
Yeah,
comfortable. If I put shirt, some Vans on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's famous for the Vans. Don't get it twisted. You gonna see some Vans, but you gonna see a Lambo.
Exactly. It's $40, but at the same time, like if you fuck up, I can buy a brand new pair of kind of this, you know, and then you step out of something.
So I want to get an exclusive for this show, man. Higher voltage, man. Since we locked in, shout out all my voltage fam out there, man. Y'all like, subscribe, and comment. But right now, I want to get an exclusive from Q. What's one shocking fact about yourself that people will be so
a lot of things that I don't even know. Like I think like my personal life is.
About this car, it is miserable. It just makes all kind of noise. It's so much more obnoxious compared to the the SV. But two different rides, but end of the day, like this car, it demands attention and it gets it.